What's up guys, and welcome back to another video. Today's predictions time for Wales versus Australia that's taking place this weekend in Wales at the Manelium Stadium. Obviously I think it's called the Principality Stadium or whatever it's called, but for me I'm calling it by the history of this magnificent stadium that's going to be packed. I'm sure it's going to be electric, it's going to be singful, it is going to be emotional. But it's truly going to be an epic test match, which really has so much on the line for both these brilliant nations. Australia needing to prove a point, needing to bounce back, needing to have a good end of year tour. Wales wanting to continue the current win streak that they've been on recently, showing the Welsh fans that they are on the rise, that they're continuing to improve and continuing to show why they are here to stay and here to compete on a competitive level with the top rugby teams in the world. Wales have had an outstanding year so far, coming second in the Six Nations tournament, beating Scotland last weekend. Australia, they've been hot and cold, had their moments and really had poor moments. Unfortunately, the Bledisloe got whitewashed by the All Blacks. They had a victory against South Africa in Australia. They had a victory against Argentina, but they also lost to Argentina in Australia. So there's ups and downs, but it's a confusing situation because I've spoken about this quite a bit for the Rugby Championship videos, saying what the problem must be within the squad itself. Why aren't they gelling? Why aren't they connecting? Is it Michael Cheika and the connection with the players? For me it has to be, because why can't they just gel, work together, figure something out? Because Australia on paper have a great team. I mean, Israel Folau is class, Curtly Beale, Michael Hooper, David Pocock, all these brilliant players within this team have the potential to win games, and they need a shake-up in order to continue showing why they can be on a competitive level with all the other rugby unions. They just need to sort things out. Maybe Michael Cheika gets it right in the November tours. Maybe he does. And it could be the saving grace that Australia need in order to gain the confidence that they need going forward in the November internationals and 2019. It's a big year for all rugby nations because it's the year of the World Cup. They need to prove a point. It's getting too late now to drop and change coaches and all that stuff. They need to figure out a place. They need to get a system in place because it's not going to be easy. They got Wales, they got England. It's going to be a hectic tournament for Australia. So they need to really focus. And obviously the main point for me for Australia is fitness level. Their fitness was not good in the Rugby Championship. They need to be fit. Wales are on a roll at the moment. They got talented players. Jonathan Davies, one of the best centres in world rugby today. Gareth Davies, a brilliant scrum half. Jenkins, one of the class in Wales. And I really hope he's fit enough to play this weekend, or get at least a fixture against South Africa. Wales, Owens, they've just got brilliant class who seem to be gelling together at the right time, and we could see it at the start of the year and we can see it going forward. North, Halfpenny, I mean, all those names are brilliant players, and there's so much more talent within that squad. And for me it's going to be a tough contest for the Aussies, as this team is just on a great ride at the moment. You know, about a year ago people were questioning Warren Gatland, is he the right man to take on Wales? Shouldn't he get fired? Should they need a change? And I must say credit to the Welsh Rugby Union for keeping patient and giving him a chance, because he seems to be gelling together. I've got a lot of time for Gatland. I think he's a great coach, and I think it's great that they've given him the opportunity to show what he's worth. He's done great things with Wales, and it's good that they maybe give him more time to continue until the World Cup. Maybe that's the same case with Michael Cheika. They're in a tough state at the moment, Australia. Maybe if they just be patient and work through the issues that they've had, they could just well maybe take on a victory against Wales. Who knows? Anything is possible. If we look at the stats, And I mean, these stats are in favour of Australia. The last few times these teams have played, from 2013, I'm going 2013 to last year, Wales, Australia played in Wales, 26-30 victory to Australia. 2014, 28-33 victory to Australia. That was also in Wales. Then they came in to play in Australia, 15-6 victory to Australia. Then we're back in Wales in 2016, 8-29 to Australia. That was when they weren't in the greatest of state. Last year, close-ish game, 21-29 to Australia. So we got close fixtures. We really have an awesome game ahead of us this weekend between these two awesome nations. And for me, Australia have to win again if they're wanting to prove a point. But with this Welsh team, a lot has happened, a lot of improvement has been made within the squad, and I reckon it's not going to be easy. If we look at the last 6 games that Wales played, they have won all of them. They beat Scotland at home, they beat Argentina away twice, they beat South Africa in America earlier this year, they beat France at home, they beat Italy at home. That is impressive figures from the last 6 games. If we look at Australia, unfortunately, lost to New Zealand at home, beat Argentina away, and that was a very good win. Shocking first half, second half, they played the best rugby they've played all year. If they can bring that to the field on Saturday, they could definitely beat Wales again. They lost to South Africa, they lost to Argentina at home, they beat South Africa at home, and then lost to New Zealand. That's the last 6 fixtures. So much to play for Australia, and so much to play for Wales. They want to continue the winning streak, getting high in the world rankings. Australia wanting to get up the world rankings because they're pretty much in the worst place they've been in a very, very, very long time. So who needs this win more? For me, I think Australia have to do it. They need to do it in order to get some closure or get some hope back in Australian rugby. And it's needed so badly. So when we talk about predictions and the game coming on Saturday, I think it's going to be intense. It's going to be up to the It's going to be up to the kickers. They've got to score the points. They've got to score the points. They've got to play running rugby, capitalise. We saw last week, Halfpenny's kicking was pretty on point against Scotland. So they need to be alert. Bernard Foley or whoever's kicking on Saturday needs to be on point. If they're not on point, they're not going to win. And we've seen missed kicks lose games before. So it's important for them to play the game correctly. Less errors, be disciplined, and they need to be fit. And they need to play a full-on 80-minute game. That goes for both teams. I think it's going to kick off and it's going to be intense. I think we're going to see Australia coming at them hard, but we're also going to see Wales attacking it just as much. I think we could see quite a few tries scored, but I think it's also going to be quite a kicking game. I hope to see runs, but also what Australia need to do is play like a team. Folau needs to pass the ball, because Wales were scoring great tries, or when they scored, it was a great one with the passing ball. When they played in the Six Nations, it was very clever rugby. They beat Argentina playing skillful rugby. They beat South Africa, and that was with the third team, because South Africa were poor and they capitalised on the mistakes. And that's where Warren Gatland is a very clever coach. He knows how to capitalise on mistakes. He knows Australia. He knows that he's lost to them. He's going to want to beat them. They haven't beaten them in years. So it's an important game ahead for Gatland and the team. But for me, as a prediction point of view, if we have to go on history, technically Australia should be favourites to win. But if we go on what's happened this year, Wales are favourites to win. They've got the home advantage. You'd think that will be the deciding point. But history shows they haven't done well to Australia, though. They lost last year. The year before, they haven't won in like 5 or 6, 7 years. So it's very important for this one. So for me, based on history, I think we could see an upset and see Wales win by 3 or more points. I think I know Australia have the capability of winning this game this weekend. They definitely do. but they need to be sharp, they need to be fit, they need to be disciplined, and then they can win this. But for me, judging on what I've seen this year from both these rugby nations, I've got to go with Wales. 3 points. To the Southern Hemisphere brothers, I hope I'm wrong, because I want to see the Southern Hemisphere grow and develop. But what I've seen this year, I have to go with Wales, based on the experience that they've played, the quality of rugby they've played. So yeah, that's going to do it for that prediction for Australia versus Wales that takes place this weekend. I think it's going to be an unbelievable game. I'm excited to watch it. I'm excited to see what we have in store for us between these two amazing nations. Honestly, anything can happen. I just hope the game's reffed well and the players play responsively and are respectful to their opponents. Hoping for an epic game. As usual, let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. I'm sure the Aussies will be backing the Aussies and the Welsh supporters will be backing the Welsh. So it's going to be, I think, 50-50. But for me, I'm going Wales to win this one. But anything is possible. Let me know in the comment section down below. And that's going to do it for today's video, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, be sure to give it a thumbs up. If you haven't already, make sure you are subscribed to this channel so you can keep up to date with all future uploads. Thanks so much for watching. Lots more to come. Ireland Argentina preview tomorrow, then South Africa, then New Zealand. So hit the subscribe button. You do not want to miss a thing. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Stay safe and never give up. Cheers.